The 150 millimeter cannon, it is a $50 upgrade, um, and it is $50 to have. This reminds me of the Long Tom, but I don't think it has the same kind of range. Again, this kind of unit you don't want to use early game. It's a mid to late game unit. I wouldn't really use this at all unless you are crushing your opponent and you're just trying to get more score. It has been effective. I've seen it in 3v3, 4v4s when the middle teams, if they're German, they'll start pumping these babies out and they do quite a bit of damage. But to me, just it's not worth them. It's not worth $100 just to get one heavy artillery cannon. Now to the Flak 88, the unit I was talking about. The Flak 88 millimeter is incredible. I use the Italias. I use the Illy's 90 millimeter, and it's pretty much the exact same weapon. This thing tears through any air and any tank. It pretty much kills advanced mediums in one shot, I believe, or at least weakens them. And I know it weakens. It's like a 2-shot for the heavies, anything heavy plus. Its only weakness is it's infantry, so any tank that gets close, it's dead. Any infantry that gets close, dead. It's good against air because as soon as it hits that plane, the plane is now retreating instantly. And if you get 2 or 3 of these together, 4 of them, 4 88s can do a ton of damage. And obviously artillery just wrecks them. You need to be careful because they're $40 a piece, and I use them, and you need to have like radio silence at all times on these things, especially if you're facing like a USSR player or a Italian player who has really fast tanks, or the USSR who has good artillery. You need to have these radio silence at all times because you do not want to get artillery hit with 4 or 5 88s sitting beside each other, because you're throwing money away, and that's not a good thing to do in a 1v1. So 88s, they beat out the Flak for me. This unit right here, they beat out not that unit, this unit right here, they beat out the Flak for AA purposes. But again, if you're trying to do base defense and you don't want your units being seen, so put them in the woods, the Flak's pretty good. On to the big boys in the artillery. The assault gun, Stug, is pretty badass. This thing shoots fairly quick, as far as I remember, and its range is pretty decent. It's got level 3 armor, so it reminds me of like a Calliope, but just not the same badass fire as the Calliope. It's a good thing, but if I was gonna get the Stug, I would upgrade the $50 for the research and get the Strum Tiger. The Strum Tiger is insanely good. I've actually tried this out before, and this assault weapon is really good. It takes down buildings and infantry very quickly, and I know it's $40, but if you combine tanks, this assault gun, and some 88s, you can pretty much lay waste to anything you want, especially if you have Tigers and these Strum Tigers combined with some heavy infantry. A great combo right there, or the 88s, which will help you out too. Yes, so I would upgrade to the Strum Tiger for the $50, and like I said, again, any of these upgrades, you don't want to get them early game unless you're forced to, unless you see the person rushing with heavy tanks or rushing with something that is too powerful for basic units. You do not upgrade until you need to. There's no point to waste money on things you don't need. Just make sure it's not too late. Like, add that upgrade time into your head. It only takes about maybe 20 seconds, so put that into your head. If you see something, as soon as you hear that enemy's upgrading something, you want to also figure out what they upgraded, what building it came from, and if it's from an armor base and you're facing another German player, well, then you know he's probably getting Kings or at least Panthers or something like that. So you want to upgrade if you're getting heavy infantry from, if they're upgrading from the barracks, then you might want to get the Storm Tiger for sure and take out that heavy infantry. But yes, level 5 armor, good distance, great distance I'd say actually, and powerful cannon on that